You know, I thought I might never post a video on here again. Until I saw something. Peak fiction. Horse race test. You see, the horse race test lore goes deep here. Let me explain it part by part, piece by piece. Know what is horse race test? It's where horse is raced by like bouncing over this maze. And they're trying to get a carrot, right? Now, it was made by Snakes Andrews on Twitter.com. Now that we got all that out the way, time to explain it from part 1. Now the first video in the HRT lore is new prototype. Nothing really much happens here except for like blue winning. Now test race 2 is more important here, cause it's where we get introduced to more characters. A gray, cyan, and orange horse. Remember, the cyan and orange ones will be important later. Now this race ends with Cyan being oh so close to the carrot, only for yellow to push her out of the way and take it from her. You may be wondering why this is important. Now in test race 3, Cyan is now the only one frowning. This is the first sign of Cyan's descent into depression. This will be more important later on. Now part 3 is the first of many of Orange's victories. Alright bro, now we got test race 4. Now this race is the first race to have a voiceover for the countdown. Not only that, Greg gets jumped by yellow, brown, and cyan for no reason. Free my girl, bro. Free my goat. What'd she even do? Also, Blue absolutely cooked in this race. He's just too good. He's just too good. He would never cheat. Unlike a certain someone. But hey, that isn't important right now. Okay, so now test race 5. And in this one, another brutal jumping occurs, bro. Yellow gets jumped by the entire track except for orange and gray, who uses this as an opportunity to grab the carrot and win. After this, we get part 6, our first two-parter. Not only is it our first two-parter, it's also the first one where you actually get names. You see, in this race at the end, orange wins, right? And then it gets revealed that orange's name is actually Jovial Merriment. So basically, this means every time a horse gets their first win, they get their name revealed. Now, that's basically it for week 1 of horse test racing. Now we're on to the next part. Now, in this round, there's only 3 horses competing: Cyan, White, and Brown. Now, this is interesting because they all have one thing in common. They haven't won a singular race. Now, between this 3-way, between the losers, Brown, now named Doorknob, absolutely destroys both of them, bro. Like, I'm sorry, Cyan and White, but y'all didn't stand a chance. I mean, that's just Doorknob for you. He truly is one of the greatest horses to ever race. And then after this is another 3-way between Doorknob, White, and Cyan. And Doorknob wins back to back. Like, at this point, bro, just put Cyan and White in a race, bro. Doorknob is just too good for them. Which actually happens because Cyan and White are absent from the next race. Oh yeah, and also we got a new map. Now in the main race, Jovial once again wins. And in the race after this, Blue wins, and his name is revealed as Bulletin Board. Bro, what are these names, bro? Bulletin Board, Doorknob. These are truly the greatest names for a horse I've ever heard, bro. How does he come up with this? And in the next race, Jovial wins again. I can't stand this, bro. Where is White and Cyan? Oh, there they are. Racing against each other. Probably for similar reasons why they're racing with Doorknob. They are both the only 2 horses with no wins. And when you see them racing against each other, it's kind of obvious. How are they both so bad? 3 parts. 3 parts, bro. How can 2 horses be so bad? It's not even just 3 parts too. Bro, they took so long that they got interrupted by another race. But that race is so peak, as it adds the GOAT, the king himself, Red, and Pink too. She's pretty chill, I guess. But unfortunately, even though Red's here, Jovial still wins. How many times is that? Like 4 or 5? I swear to God, if he wins one more time, Oh, okay, so in the next race, Gray, now named Downtown Skybox, wins. Also, all the horses have like different themes when they win. Can't wait to hear Cyan's theme when she wins, or find her name out. But who cares about Cyan when Red finally wins? Did I say Red? I mean Resolute Mind Afternoon. Not only is their name goated, listen to their theme, bro. It's peak, the best theme out of all the horses, bro. No debate. But then we finally get to see what Cyan and White are up to. It's just sad, bro. 7 parts? Are you fucking serious? And we don't even get to see part 6. Bro, was it that bad? Is part 6 of Cyan versus White lost media? But then, after what feels like forever, finally we have a winner. Superstitial Realism, formerly known as White, beat Cyan, who was now the only horse to have never gotten a single carrot. How sad. And now, in the next race, Cyan is mysteriously missing. But who cares? In this part, Jovial Merriment wins again! After spending the entire time with Red, Jovial somehow clutches a win. And Jovial wins in the next race too. You know what's even worse? She started giving Yellow back shots midway through and still won. She can't keep getting away with this. Oh, and out of that, we finally get to see what Cyan's up to. Cyan's basically in like Purgatory with no one else except herself. And she finally wins, and we get to hear her theme song. But also, for the name, it just says Cyan. No, not even a name reveal, just Cyan. Was this even real? Did this actually happen? Was it really a true victory if there was no one else to compete against? And in the next part, bro, instead of the normal horses we know and love, we get these weird nightmare horses or whatever. There have been many theories to what these creatures are. Some believe they represent the 5 stages of grief, and that the white one represents superstitional realism, and a 009 represents Cyan. Okay, now who's the winner of this race? A mysterious figure, bro. Not even a name. Just a mysterious figure. Not only that, they're way skinnier than the other horses. Maybe this signifies that they're starving? Maybe it's to represent Cyan's hunger for victory? And to finally get to eat one of those delectable carrots. By the next race, we're just back to our normal horses, you know? And this track is basically the same as the track Cyan and White raced in. Maybe they're potentially looking for them, because both Cyan and White are missing. But in the middle of our race, we get interrupted by another video of the Nightmare Horses. And this time, Mysterious Figure is gone. And the winner of this one is Garbage Bin. And Garbage Bin isn't looking to watch, to say the least. When Garbage Bin windscreen shows up, she looks all witchy and messed up. Now, due to the name, many have theorized that Garbage Bin could be a representation of Cyan and how she views herself as worthless garbage. Now, saying Cyan views herself as garbage isn't a bad assumption to make. She's the only horse to have never won, and she has a big ass frown on her face all the time. Ever since Yellow beat her, she's never been the same. But then after that, we got a part 2 of the race with the normal horses. And you're not gonna believe this. Jovial wins again. I don't know how much more I could take of this. I swear to fucking God. How does he keep doing it? I can't take this, bro. Just go to the Nightmare Horses at this point. Or should I say, Knifemare? Get it? Because Nighttime Nightmare is the one who won? Speaking of that name here, Nighttime Nightmare. It has night in it, which is similar to Resolute Mind Afternoon, which also has a time of day in it. Maybe there's some relation to them. But then at that, we see where White is. And it appears White is battling against mysterious figures. Does this mean it wasn't all in Cyan's head? And that she actually manifested her fears and nightmares into reality? And now her girlfriend Realism is going to help her? But then the battle gets interrupted. Then we see the horses and Jovial's missing for some reason. Not only that, why the fuck is there an apple? Where's the carrot? The heck's going on? Even more surprising, Pink actually wins? And her name is Calmly Material Morning. So we got morning, afternoon, and nighttime. Now I think Calmly and Resolute are siblings, right? They joined the race at the same exact time. Pink is just a shade of red, and most importantly, they're both named at their times of day. And that's why Resolute lost. He let his sister win, cause he's nice and charitable. And now we cut back to White versus Mysterious Figure. And Realism wins, but that isn't the end of it. We get revealed that Jovial is here, and it's a 2v3 with Jovial and Realism fighting Mysterious Figure, Nightmare, and Garbage Bin. And not only that, the carrot now has a Cyan aura around it. Could this be Cyan's soul? Or like a representation of herself? Not only that, the track is covered with gates. What could this mean? Maybe to stop anyone else from interrupting their race? And their race is pretty epic. It's a 4-part series. And in these 4 parts, we see the trials and tribulations of these horses. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention this, but the weird horses are also mostly healed up. This could mean that they're getting even more powerful than they already are. Come on, Jovial, please win this, bro. I'll never slander you again if you win this. Save Cyan! Jovial and Realism. I was genuinely tweaking this entire time, bro. With White constantly getting stuck, I was on the edge of my toes. And when I finally reached part 4, bro, I was heartbroken. While Nightmare and Mysterious kept Jovial and Realism busy, Garbage Bin went and got the carrot. And that's how it ends. It ends with Garbage Bin, Nightmare, and Mysterious Figure winning, while our heroes lose. We never find out Yellow or Cyan's names. Not only that, Jovial is now gone from the Twitter banner. So Jovial, Realism, and Cyan are probably dead. You know who isn't dead? Garbage Bin. And if there's a season 2, we might have a chance. But I won't hold my breath. Dude, it's so over. The villains won. You know, I always wanted Jovial to lose, but not like this. Sayonara, Realism, Cyan, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Could have been that important. So yeah, that's it. That's all the horse race test lore. Personally, in my opinion, out of the 6 horses, I gotta say, my favorite has to be Resolute Mind Afternoon. Probably because my favorite color is red, but hey, that's just me. Anyways, remember to smash that like button and to hit subscribe. Goodbye.